the class, or do they merely... Are they an abstract? Like, is the 10 Commandments an abstract class? So you cannot instantiate a derived child sin. This is programming stuff. Turns out they, like, thought about this stuff. Anyway. I'm not too worried about it. How do I open this thing? I know some of the commandments, okay? Chad, don't spoil them for me for a second. There's... Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. I just learned that one. You can't covet thy neighbor's wife. Do not worship false idols before me. I'm gonna be honest, I'm out. I think I know 4 of the 10 commandments. It's not that bad. That's more commandments than I know from any other religion. You think I know anything from, like, the Bhagavad Gita? I got nothing. Yo, it's the best area in the game. Hey, dumbass. Oh, he didn't like that one. Whoa! Don't hit me. You scumbag. He hit me. It's a long run. I should have just gone to the bonfire. I thought he would die with like 3 punches. What are the other ones? Thou shalt not commit adultery. What else? Okay. That one's petty. I think a confident God would not mind his name being taken in vain. Okay, don't work on Sunday.
No,
go to church.
No, not work on Sunday.
Okay.
Honor your father and mother.
That's a pretty good one. Can I ask you something, though? Maybe you're not the right person to ask on this one, because you're not a theologian. What if your father and mother are, like, garbage?
You can honor their garbage.
You still honor their garbageness? Can't kill, can't commit adultery. Don't steal. You can't bear false witness against your neighbor. I'm gonna be realistic. I honestly don't even know what that means. That's like don't lie, right? Right. That one's in the bro code too. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's goods. You know what? That's pretty woke. That they put in the wife and the goods. Well, yes, I was gonna break 2. I was gonna say I stole my neighbor's garden tools, which is literally bearing false witness against my neighbor, and if it were true, coveting their stuff. That's bullshit, by the way. You can covet whatever you want. I would say, you know, you can covet your neighbor's goods as long as you don't friggin' steal them. You could use them as, like, motivation to get that stuff for yourself. Do not steal is good. Covet is bullshit, dude. These guys are not that bad. Yeah, how, that's another Seinfeld bit. If Seinfeld had more balls, they would have gone here. How much were... What does shall mean? Is shall like, you know, shall not is like never, or shall not is like most of the time? Can you fit here? You look like you can fit here. Chat, on Dan's Demon Souls stream today, he said Demon Souls looks better than Dark Souls 3. I was losing my mind. He did say that. Nothing I've ever said about Daniel, for the purposes of making him look bad, has ever been a lie, just for the record. It's always been true 100% of the time. And I told him the same thing that chat is saying right now. It doesn't look better than Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 looks pretty great. But it looks better than Dark Souls 2. The emulated version, at least. Probably not the PlayStation 3 original. If I could, I would just like to, as a reinforcement of my point, I would just like to direct you to the Steam page for Scholar of the First Sin. And please scroll across the screenshots below the main picture like 7 times until you find the picture that's just the hero surrounded by spiders. And then consider that this is a picture that From Software or Bandai Namco said, this is a piece of marketing material we can use to sell our game. It's a different era. It's from a different era. Here's the thing. I said it in Dan's chat too. Go ahead, dummy. I think that Dark Souls 2 got screwed because it came out. It doesn't have a remaster yet, for one. And it came out right at the end of the 360 generation, which was like the longest console generation in Earth's history. And it had to run on that hardware. So it looks like trash. But that's also because the hardware was trash. It had to run on something that came out in the year 2005, even though this shit came out in 2014. Which is... That's a tough break. I gotta give it to him. That's a tough break. This is the remaster? Yeah, but like... Not really. I mean, like, if they were to make a real remastered. Yeah, ideally more remastered than Dark Souls 1. Remastered. And don't get me wrong, dude, I've been saying it throughout this. The art design, I think, is fine. I think it's just the technical limitations of its original hardware have held it back. Send him over the edge, please. Were these guys in original Souls too? Huh? Good shot. Yes, no, no. Oh, they weren't in this area. Okay. Because I was wondering. I was like, the big guys were the ones that scared me the most. Obviously, the big guys are like way simpler to fight than the Haida Knights. They're not even supposed to be here. That's gonna hurt. No wonder this is the game that caused me to invent lion strats, dude. There's just so many enemies. It was not DS1. It was DS2. I invented lion strats because I got to the Shrine of Amana for the second time on my second run, and I said, you know what? I believe I said, you know what? F this. And I just ran through everything. I probably even said the real F word, because it was back in old YouTube. Do you have to kill the dragon rider to get that dragon to not be there? I don't remember that at all. Yes. No. The dragon is new to Scholar. Makes perfect sense, dude. That would explain why I don't remember it. Great music. No. I've never played Scholar. This is a boss. This is it. People don't really like the Dragon Rider. I think he's okay. Not the most inspired design, but I'm a sucker for large bosses. Plus his armor is, it has a crimson hue. How cool is that, dude? Drink up. Apparently I didn't roll there. This might be a tight first time. I got too greedy. That's not as bad as dying the pinwheel, but it's pretty close. It's not as bad. I don't know if I've ever seen pinwheel attack. With God as my witness, I don't know what pinwheel does. I know he duplicates himself and then he like he clones himself and then he spins around and he's got like he's got ornaments on him that kind of like jingle and jangle. I don't know what his win condition is. Pinwheel was supposed to be PvP. Is that true? It was going to be one of those fights where like an invader takes Pinwheel's place. That would be pretty sick. He do be trash though. Okay, maybe it is as bad as dying to pinwheel. Tunk 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 tunk. Oh, now they hate me, dude. I tried so hard, they tore my feelings like I had none. Boys! Oh, that's right. There's a bonfire up. I forgot. It is... The enemies are harder than the bosses, which is a strange design choice. Just woke up from a nap. How much Dark Souls 2 has passed? 6 years. This came out in 2014. We are now in 2020. Boy, you should go watch the news. You are in for a rude awakening. It's been a heck of a year, let me tell you. Maybe go have some breakfast, enjoy a nice meal, and then turn on the news. You're gonna be like, what the hell did I miss? My man don't even know about Kobe yet. Oh, it's still such a good tweet.
Are you from these parts?
These
My
parts?
name is Lizzie. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Okay, 0 souls. I can't help but notice a sacred chime is, bless you. A sacred chime is not a fist-based weapon. We are going to go back to Majula and get some levels. You hold it in your fist? Oh, okay, then I guess a gun is a fist weapon. Or like a button you press to launch a nuclear missile.
Seek, lest this...
I don't even have to think about what we're leveling up until that strength hits 40. And even after strength hits 40, we're probably gonna make sure Dex gets to 40, and then maybe we'll talk about getting some green or some red. What does this ring do? I thought you guys were just memeing because it's called the Ring of Binding, like Isaac. Limits HP reduction when hollow. Okay, that actually seems like extremely sick. Some of you weren't here for our last Dark Souls 2 stream, and it shows. We already have ADP to 20, which is not great, but it at least is like our rolls actually kind of work. When our ADP was like 7, it was a bad time. Just take it to 100. Taking it to the, no need for running. You know that one? Taking it to, cause we're taking it. That's not Steely though. That's the Doobie Brothers. taken it to the streets, but every time they say streets, it goes 10% faster. It just finishes with its normal runtime. Dude, my gym's supposed to open up next week. How crazy is that? I'm probably gonna go. Like, I know you're like, it's bad, but it's like, it's not bad here. Trust me, I understand on like on a global level. And on a continental level. And also, within Canada, but like within BC, is pretty much like, I don't want to say it's handled, because, you know, until it's zero for a long time, it's not handled. But like, I'm not becoming one of those guys. Look at the curve in like the parts of, look, we're gonna get political, okay? Look at the curve in parts of America where they're opening back up. The shit didn't flatten. They just went, we're tired. I want to go outside of the house. Now look at our curve. It do be flattening though. Oh, we need a fragrant branch of yore. Now trust me, if it starts to tick up again, I will be not going to the gym before the gym closes. Or is forced to close. But I think I probably will give it a shot in the first week that it's coming back. Isn't Maladriel here? You could just wait like a week and a half. But then like it realistically is probably going to be like the same numbers in a week and a half. So what has really changed in that situation? So wait long, but we don't have a lot of cases though. Is what, like I'm a man of science and reason. You trust me when I see the people at the grocery store that are like, you know, if you make me put my mask on, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm like, those people are insane. But you gotta look at the BC stats to be in context. Why risk it? You're through your actions, you're creating a situation where my answer makes me the bad guy. There's some risk inherent in life to begin with. Now, the risk of going outside in April or May, like the start of May, really, in March especially, really too high. But now, it's lower, for sure. Not because of the fact that it's been 2 months, but because of where the stats are. One of these is a mimic, dude. Plus, I mean, the gym is taking precautions. I understand the gym is like it's a sweat hole. You can only do so much, but, they're like, you know, plexiglass sheets between everything. You obviously, like, machines are being cordoned off so you can't use them, so that there's actually, you know, 6 feet of distance between people. I'm losing it, dude. People are like, you should do what the doctors and nurses are saying. The doctors and nurses are saying it's okay for gyms to open as long as you respect the social distancing protocol. That's what the BC doctors are saying. Then all right, it's good. Then why were you mad in the first place without even knowing the situation where I live? You're just addicted to the madness. Now I'm gonna be damn sure not to get corona, because you'll be like, I told you so. Even if you're right for the wrong reasons. Get out of here. You guys will hold that over for me forever. Look, if I lived in Florida right now, I wouldn't be getting in any hot tubs. That's all I'm saying. You think you can trick me? I've been in this area 1,000 times. People won't distance, they're stupid. You can never reach 100% of people. But honestly, I've been pretty stoked with Vancouver's response up to this point. People, like, close to 50% of people I see outside are wearing masks. Here on the West Coast, we ain't messing around. That's not nearly enough. We got a lot of epidemiologists in chat. Look, I know it's not... Considering that it's only been going on for 2 months, that's pretty good early adoption. I know Maladriel was here. Is Luca teal? No, I refuse out of spite right now. Let me in. Hey!
You haven't changed a bit, have you?
It's only been 1 week.
The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation?
Beats me.
Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course, I've no idea what it is.
She doesn't know.
Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no...
Is she a
name.
Covenant NPC?
I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With
No.
two things.
Okay.
My sword and my loyalty to my lord.
My sword and my lord.
I was raised...
Man, you're
by
still
wisdom,
going, huh?
And then I... Have you heard an one this I can own? I'm sorry, I suppose... I'm sorry.
All right, that's all you needed to say. Why didn't you start with that? Why didn't you start with the apology? There used to be something up. Maybe I killed the people up here? I get lost in this area a lot. I definitely remember there's some horrifying creatures up here. Not you. You're pretty cool. You're like a weird Skyrim guy. I can get down with that. Yo, thank you. I gotta move cam. I mean, just to put an end cap on this, because clearly we're not getting anywhere. Kate can tell you the number of times, like pretty much every day, I come to Kate and I go, did you see the story in America where like somebody shot somebody else for asking them to put on a mask? This shit's crazy. I really wish people would wear a mask. Why don't people wear a mask? Look, I'm a mask wearer. I encourage mask wearing. When I see someone that's outside without a mask on, I'm kind of like, what can I do? I'm not going to take time out of my... This is the horrifying creature. I'm not going to take time out of... Oh no! My day to get into an argument with an insane person. My heartbeat. The torch scares them. That's right. That's right. I remember. You know know what? These should scare him too. So I resent essentially being gaslit into looking like a Facebook yoga mom who's like, the fear is worse than the disease. Full stop. Apologies to all the yoga moms in chat as well.